Welcome to Insurance Alert broadcast. I am Vivek Jain here. Today we have with us Mr. G. Srinivasan. He is Director of NIA Pune. From him, we will talk about the budget and what is the wish list of the insurance industry. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I thank you and Insurance Alerts for this opportunity.
Thank you. Sir, my first question to you is, what do you think FM should look at for the growth of the insurance industry?
Sir, insurance is a very important sector for the whole country. Insurance not only gives protection to individuals and businesses. Insurance industry also contributes to the growth of the economy by contributing to medium-term, long-term investments, especially in infrastructure projects and critical sectors of the economy. And we in India have a situation wherein large number of people are not insured. There's also a huge protection gap. So there is a need for the government, all other stakeholders to ensure that the insurance industry is able to grow in a proper manner, so that people are benefited and the benefits of insurance reach out to people. So this is the context in which I would like to approach the budget. So I think the government has to really ensure that the insurance industry is able to seamlessly grow in the country, so that people are able to get insurance products at affordable rates in a very convenient manner. So this is what I would say as an opening statement.
To start with, what do you think? Like penetration is the biggest issue with our country. So what do you think we should do something for that, and how government should look at it?
There are a few things I feel we should do immediately, which can really contribute to growth of the insurance sector and also help insurance reach people. A few important suggestions I can really give, as kind of a wish from the finance minister. One is this GST. GST is pretty high for a country like India, where insurance has not even reached many people. 18% is too big an amount. When people are not able to pay the premium amounts and they find the premium rates are high, they're not affordable. 18% is pretty high. So I feel that it should be reduced on the whole. If that is not possible, at least a few sectors like health insurance, because we are going through a pandemic period. Health insurance is absolutely necessary for every individual. So health insurance, clearly, the GST needs to be reduced. Second one I can think of is the life insurance, especially the term life insurance, which gives a protection to the people. The third I can think of is the householders insurance. In India, not even 3 to 4% of the people have policies covering their homes and contents. At least for these three policies, I would recommend to the finance minister to reduce the GST from 18% to 5%. I'm not saying it should be zero. I know the government also needs revenue, but at least it can be brought down to this level, so that people don't have to pay a huge premium just because of GST. That's the first suggestion I would like to give. Second suggestion is continuing the health, because we are in the pandemic era. Section 80D, the government has been magnanimous to give an exemption, 25,000 rupees for health premium, 50,000 rupees for families, and 1 lakh for families. 50,000 where senior citizen is there, and 1 lakh where all of them are senior citizens. I feel, considering what is happening in the last 2 years, we know that hospitalization costs have increased. So clearly people need much larger health insurance. So this amount can at least be doubled, so that people are able to incentivize to take health insurance and protect themselves. That's the second suggestion I would like to make. The third suggestion is what Section 80C. All of us know about it. It provides 1,50,000. There are so many types of investments part of this, and insurance, life insurance is also a part of this 1,50,000. What's happening is this is really not acting as an incentive to people to take life insurance policies. But there are other investments which qualify for 80C deduction. So in a country like India, where there is a huge protection gap, if we need to incentivize insurance. I would suggest, the first suggestion will be to increase 80C to at least 3 lakhs. Second, keep a separate bucket for insurance, 1,50,000. I would say not only life insurance, even general insurance, like householders insurance, personal accident insurance. Uh, some of the personal lines of business should also be included in this bucket so that people are incentivized to take both life insurance as well as general insurance. Unless we segregate, insurance is getting lost the overall bucket. So that's a third suggestion. Fourth, I would like to make this, India is now exposed to a lot of natural catastrophes because of the climate risk. We are seeing cyclones, even in the Arabian Sea, which never used to have cyclones in the past. Now, every year we have 4 or 5 incidents, cyclones, floods. I mean, what we are seeing is when a major event like that happens, the government provides relief, but I don't think the people are able to reconstruct and come back to their lives. There is clearly a need for a simple natural catastrophe product for the people of this country. The insurance industry should come out with that product, and probably something like what the government did for from Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana. This simple product should be a pre-underwritten product, can be sold through banks in a very hassle-free manner, so that we can design this product of a very small premium. It need not be clubbed with fire insurance. So if this product is made available to the people, when something happens, they're able to get compensation and rebuild their lives. And the pressure on the government also comes down. Today, whenever anything happens, government has to put in hundreds of crores, and ultimately it's not enough. So this is something, I would like this to come as a policy statement from the budget. Government has done it in the past in case of personal accident, so that, this will help people to avail a natural catastrophe product, which is today, very, very important because we are seeing floods in various cities. The next wish list for me, I mean, as somebody from an insurance industry, is this is something, a global practice. See, now in India, there is no practice for the insurance companies to build a catastrophe reserve in their balance sheet. When some major events happen as they are happening now, they depend only on reinsurance. Sometimes the reinsurance may not be adequate. So globally, the governments encourage insurance companies to set up a part of their profits as catastrophe reserve, so that which can be used in the event of some necessity. India should also do it because India is also now becoming a catastrophe-prone country. So a part of the profits can be set up. Of course, this requires regulatory permission as well as some tax incentives. Otherwise, if this is not considered as for a taxation purpose, then there's no incentive for insurers. The other issue is, how do you enable insurance companies to carry on business, without any hazards? Today, on the taxation side, there are so many, areas which are ambiguous, where the insurance industry has to face, demands from the local taxation authorities. Even though at a macro level there is a little bit of clarity, so I think it's good for the government to come clean, because insurers do not know that will there be a huge assessment on them after 3 years, 4 years with retrospective effect. So there is a lack of certainty. A few areas I can mention. One is, taxation on IBNR, outstanding claims. Some of the taxation authorities have said these are just provisions. We don't accept that. Similarly, that TDS on motor third-party claims. The insurance companies have to deduct TDS, remit it to the income tax authorities. Some courts have said, no, we don't agree. You must pay the entire amount. So the insurance industry is caught in between. So there should be some clarity on this. Then GST on co-insurance, which is absolutely, it's a risk-sharing arrangement. Reinsurance commission, I think this also needs to be sorted out. Then GST on input credit for group health premium paid by customers. Today, customers pay huge amount covering their employees, and they pay 18%, and they don't get any input credit. So there are some taxation issues, because if this is not sorted out, the insurance industry is always in tenterhooks. There is always a Damocles sword on them, and they don't know when the authorities will come heavily on them and they have to pay some huge amounts, and then it gets involved in litigation and all that. I think that would be a good area for the FM to focus, because ultimately, business needs certainty. So these are some of the areas I thought, some macro areas which FM hopefully looks at it, so that insurance industry is able to, contribute to the growth of the economy.
That's fantastic, sir. Thank you very much for your precious time. And I hope all our wish list comes true.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
always live on hopes. Thank you.
Yeah, I know, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.